I didn't even recognize it at first. Perhaps it's a little too corroded to see. Well, that's not bad. An 1893 Indian. My first Indian ever. I really didn't think this area was that old. It just teaches you. Dig your weird signals. Was at first. It was pretty big. I couldn't see much detail on it. For those of you who can't tell yet, that is a Walking Liberty $50. I won't rub it, but it looks like a 1944. Not a bad find. Can't believe I got one of these. I'm looking for a while. Now, could be a quarter masquerading as a $50, but you know what? Even a silver quarter, I'll take it. Last one was a Walking Liberty. So is this one. $1939. Can't even believe this. Wow. A lot more worn than the other one I got, but wow. Maybe little silver isn't the word. That is another Walking Lib. I'm not going to rub it, but let's see here. $1920 is what it looks like. Oh, I can't do it. But yeah, it looks very worn, but for an older Walking Lib, I'll take it. It certainly should be pointed out that this $50 was literally the next hole I dug next to the other $50. $50 in there. I think I see a Liberty Bell, so this looks like a Franklin. 1952. Not bad at all. I'll clean it up and get some pictures for you. And out pops Big Silver. Forgive me, I'm recording this on the iPad and it's pretty glary. Came out this clean too. I believe it's a 1944. Oops. Not bad. You never know, it's going to be 2 inches deep. You can probably see it there sticking out.
That is a Walking Liberty half. I believe that says 1942, but I'll get it cleaned up, see if there's a mint mark, get some pictures for you guys. As always, there are times when I can't catch every find on video, so I wanted to wrap up a few that unfortunately I don't have digs for. Some I have pictures for, and I'll include them, but I don't have digs for these on video at least. But I felt they were significant, and I really needed to include them in my yearly wrap-up. This is the first quarter that I ever found. This was at a friend's house, just a residence. Very deep. I did that with an Ace 250, believe it or not, about 8 inches. And it's a standing Liberty quarter. I am basically guessing it's a 1918 due to some surface clues. It's basically dateless. But it's certainly interesting for my first quarter. Second. Silver ever. And then my third quarter, yes, my first 2 quarters were a standing and a barber. For my second quarter, a 1907 barber quarter. Very worn, but a barber is a barber, especially for your second quarter. Now we're going to move on to jewelry. We have a very pretty Buddha ring. Actually, I think that's upside down. Made in Thailand. It's not stamped, but I'm pretty darn sure that's silver. We have a silver spoon ring, and this is quite interesting. I'm in a very rural area, and what the more impoverished people would do is they take a silver spoon, bend it, and weld it into a ring, and we believe that that's what this is, probably 1940s, 50s, somewhere in there. Found at a local camp. Very interesting find. It's wonderful that it's silver, and to have the historical note adds a little bit to it. This. My first gold ring is what I'd be saying if it was gold. Unfortunately fooled me in the field. After close observation, it says 14K GF on the inside. Gold plated. But it was quite interesting to find it. I found it at a ball field, a private ball field, just in the corner of somebody's farm field that they used to use in the 1950s. So it's a vintage ring, and I bet you it has an interesting story behind it, even if it's not actually gold. This is a little sterling silver ring. I can't really date it, but always good to get silver rings. This is a 1950s, I believe, St. Christopher medal. It's marked sterling, and it has all the modern forms of transportation. A prop plane, a boat. Let's see if I can focus that for you. A prop plane, a boat, a train, a 1940s car, and a blimp. You know, all the modern ones. And we have this little locket. Again, sterling silver. No picture inside it, unfortunately. Probably also vintage, but I couldn't really date it. I was at a Boy Scout camp, and I got this very pretty, I believe it's a neckerchief slide. And it's anniversary from the 1950s. Certainly, it's a 1-year issue. I don't want to say rare, but you don't come across them terribly often. And my oldest copper. I didn't even know what this was until I got it home and did some research on it. I'm in Michigan, about 5 miles from the Canadian border. This is, and I don't know how well you can see it, I'll probably try to put up pictures later, a 1837 halfpenny. Now, of course, this is before Canada became a country, so it was still colonial. Quite give you a quick run through of the more common but still quite interesting things that I've found. Some of this is cataloged, some of it isn't. I'm kind of in the process of putting it all on presentation form. So some of it's loose, some of it's cataloged, but I'll bring you through it. We got Indian pennies, Buffalo nickels, old Canadian nickel, that kind of thing. We have a lot of our silver quarters. Then we get down into mercury dimes, all the way through from, I believe my earliest is like 1917. I got a 1920, 1919, that kind of thing. All of those are worn except for the 1920, which is in pretty good shape. But got plenty of mercury dimes. And we have our silver rosies. Lots of them. Then we have our oddballs, 3 Canadian silvers, a war nickel, my $50 laying there for some reason. We have a silver 4H pin. Some of my more recent finds, which I haven't cataloged yet. Let's see here. This is a Piata medal. It was a souvenir from the World's Fair in 1964. It's sterling silver. Yeah, just some $50, quarters, mercury dimes, kind of stuff I found recently. So that is... Now, I got my first metal detector, the 250, on, I believe it was July 20th. And it is November 2nd, so I've only been at this for 3 months, 4 months or so.